the get data what we have. Okay, click on get data. So when you click on the get data of this Power BI desktop, you'll be having different data sources that are been possible. So in the data sources that are possible here, you can choose one of the data source to function on your information to take as an input data to import that one. That is nothing but you want to import any information into this Power BI desktop, you can import that what are available here. So this session has been about just importing of the data of different formats that we want to show you. Okay. So we are been getting the data in terms of data source by taking different formats. So now we are taking the data in terms of a text based data, right? We have been taking the data in terms of text based data, text and CSV file based data to have your information. So we are taking that information here. So from that one, we are going to take the information in terms of data which has been there. American bank new in terms of some data. So this we are taking. This is a CSV file. So this CSV file which we are taking here to function the data what is available in that. Okay. So we are taking a file which is called bank American bank new. So we'll click on open. So when you click on open, it is doing an option called connectivity of data, right? You can see so many things. You can see the screen which has been shown here. It is a American Bank New .csv file. CSV is nothing but comma separated values file. Don't forget. So this comma separated value file, which is consisting of different tables, which are being shown here. Totally, it is consisting of based on the first 200 rows. So it is having a different country region information. It is not a you can see you think that it is a single data, but it is not a single data. It is consisting of different informations what are available here. It is having Turkish information, Western European, unique code information. All the things are available here which you are having. So this has been there here. For example, for this data of CSV file which is being shown, if you want this CSV file to be loaded directly to do the visual operation, you can choose that. Okay, you can choose that to have a visual operation. You can choose that and you can do. Otherwise, if you want to do any changes in this one, you have to go for a function which is called as transform data. Okay, you can see very clearly here which is being shown. For example, if you want to choose the data to be loaded directly to do the visual operation, you can click on load. But if you want to do some changes in the data, then we have to go for a function which is called as transform data. You can see here which has been there. You have to choose the option transform data. Then what happens is that it will go to some other new window which is called as Power Query window. Okay, it is called as Power Query window where it goes there. So we'll otherwise if you want to not to choose this file, you can click on cancel. If you want to use directly what is the data available, then then you can choose the option called load. If you want to do any changes in the data, then click on transform data. If you don't want to choose this file, click on cancel. So for this file, I'm going to choose a function, clicking on the function called transform data. Okay, right? You can see very clearly now, which is being showing here, right? The table format which is being shown here. This is a Power Query file, Power Query editor. You can see very clearly. It is having 16 columns and totally 999 plus rows. Okay, you can see on the left side you will be having, okay, columns profiling based on 1,000 rows. So you are having about 16 columns and you are having about more than 9,099 plus rows are available. So you can see very clearly which is being shown here. So you click on like that, it goes like that to the biggest extent of the rows that you want to show. So it is having more than, you can see on the left side 743 like that, which has been there. So you'll be having more than 9,999. So it is gone for 11,000, 1100. It is having 1,200. It is having 1,300. It is having 15. It is having 15. It is having, rows are more. Don't forget, you're having more rows. You're having 16 columns only. Don't forget. Okay, you're having huge rows. So all these is about your information what is available. So this is your Power Query window. So whatever the changes you want to do, you can do changes only in this window. Okay, in the Power Query window only, you can do the changes, whatever the changes you want to do. You can't do any changes in anywhere else. You can do the changes only in the Power Query window. Okay, so that is my suggestion here is that you have to choose this one only, the Power Query window only, to do the operation on the data. Don't forget that. Don't think that you can't do any changes. You can do any changes in the data in the Power Query window only, whatever the things you want to do. For example, you will be having the resource center. Okay, whatever the data you brought, you can take them, and you have been having managing the parameters. What are the parameters you want to change? You can change them. After doing the changes, you can click on this refresh preview. So if you click that, the changes will be coming into your CSV file. So after clicking the refresh button, the changes will come to your file. So that is the thing. You can choose the columns and you can choose a particular columns too. If you click on choose the columns, it will choose the particular columns. What are the columns you want to choose? You can choose only those columns. So those will be available, remaining all will be eliminated. Okay, that is the thing. What are the columns you want to choose? You can choose them. If you want to choose them in an alphabetic order also, you can choose them. All these things are possible. If you want to have any rows, okay, you want to keep any rows on the top, or if you want to keep any rows on the bottom, or if you want to keep any rows anywhere else, all these things are possible. So that is the thing. So if you want to do anything changes, you have to click on transform data and you'll be getting Power Query in editor. You can see on the top here we are having Power Query editor. So you'll be doing all these things. Okay. So in the transform data you'll be having so many things. Other than this, you can have R script also, R programming script or Python script also. You can transform this program, this data in terms of a program, which is possible. Okay, so you can do all these changes, whatever the things you want to do. So before doing all the changes, whatever we want to do, for example, before doing that, just we are giving you the inputs, no? So for example, after doing the Power Query editor, whatever the things we have been doing here, so this Power Query editor, after doing this, for example, you want to have this one to implement in the visual format, then we have to click on close and apply. Okay, if you click on close and apply, what happens is that it will go to the visual format. So that's the thing what happens here. So we'll click on this option, we will see what happens. So it has been doing that operation, connecting to the data to the multiple sources. You can see that now it is getting loaded the data. It takes some time, the screen is getting loaded. So totally 3,994 rows are available. Okay, 3994 rows are available, which has been there here. This window is called as canvas window. Build your visuals with the data which we are showing is called this one as a canvas window, which has been there. So if you want to see the report view, you can click this. Okay, you can have the report view whatever you want. Okay, but the reports are not yet generated, so it is not showing. So for example, if you click on the table view, so it will show you the table view. So you are having a full name, gender, age, state, job location, or date of joined and balance sheet, married or marital status, education, everything is available. This is a table view. Okay, for the same data you can see on the left side you are having the American bank new. You can see here data. So this is a data pan. This is the data pan what is available. So we are showing this one. Next, if you click on this view, what we have, this is a model view. So this model view is nothing but it will show in terms of what are the constraints that are available in terms of columns. Okay, the model view is nothing but it will try to show you what are the columns that are available. So all these things are being shown here. Okay, so that is the thing. You can connect to some more things. What are the things you want to show? You can connect them, and you can create a new hierarchy or whatever the things you want to show. So all these things come under this data pan. What is available? Okay, and this is your DXA data analysis expression where you want to show in terms of a results of your data in terms of runtime program that is possible here. So all these things are being shown here in your tables of this one. Here you have the table format. Here you have in terms of model view. Model view is nothing but what are the columns you have. All these things are visually shown. And if you want to have any term in terms of program, that is also shown. But don't forget anything is been not written in terms of program. You're not writing anything in terms of program. It is doing a backend programming operation. Okay, that is the thing. So this is the thing what is there. For example, if you want to have this in terms of transform data, that is we are showing in terms of a tables here, no. So for example, you want to do some changes in the table. Okay, so when we want to do those changes in the table, what we'll be doing is that we will go for report view. Click on report view and click on transform data. Click on report view and click on transform data what we are having and click on this transform data option. Now you are going to get the screen once again what you have seen previously. So when you have first uploaded, if you click on load rather than transform data, no need of worry about that. You can click on the transform data option which I have shown to you. You can click on transform data by going to that position which has been shown in the home button. In the home button you have transform. Click on transform data and you can get that, right. So this is one way of getting the data into your information what we are having. Okay. This is the reading of the data in terms of CSV and text file, right. Next we are going to see another data which we want to show you. Get the data in terms of Excel. Okay, Excel format. So we want to get the data in terms of an Excel sheet format. So I am taking the data now in terms of an Excel sheet format. I'm having here. So I'm taking the data in terms of an Excel sheet format. So if I click that Excel sheet and I click on open, so it will come to you. You can see very clearly. It is previewing the data. So you have the data now, which is being it is brought to the navigator. So it will ask the question. The Excel sheet is consisting of two sheets there. Financial sheet is there and the sheet one is there. So if you click on the sheet one, you'll have another information. If you have click on the information of this one, you have some other information. You can take anything. So don't forget, you can take anything that is financial sheet or a sheet one. You can take any sheet. You want to take any sheet, you can take. It doesn't mean that you have to take only this sheet. Okay, the Excel sheet is consisting of internally two sheets are available. In that sheets, we have asked one sheet to be taken, that is sheet one. For example, if you are asking for sheet one, okay, take sheet one. Okay, so this sheet one is consisting of different rows what are available, and it's consisting of different columns also. It is consisting of different rows and different columns which are available. So we are asking you to take that sheet, and if you click on by selecting this with a tick mark, you will be getting the highlighting button on the bottom. You can see very clearly. You will be not highlighted here. If you click on one of the one, it will click highlighted, and you want to do any data. Right, by clicking on the transform data, you'll be getting the Power Query window once again. So this Power Query window is nothing but where you can have the data in terms of your information, that is what is available. So all these things which have been available here, you can take them. So this is consisting of 16 rows, sorry, 16 columns and 700. You can see it is showing very clearly how much is the data availability is there. 16 columns and 700 rows are available. So this is one type of data which has been there. For example, you want to do any changes, you can do that. Otherwise, if you don't want to do, click on close and apply. If you click on close and apply, it will do the changes to load the data into your canvas information. Okay, which has been there into the canvas information. You can see on the right side you are having a sheet one. Okay, you are having sheet one which has been there. You can see in the data pan. Okay, so if you want to see the table view, you can see the table view. So when you are seeing the table view, the American bank view is been highlighted. Click on sheet one, then you will get this data here. Okay, so that is the thing. This is the data what is available. The model view, you can have this one. So what this indicate is that this is a different file. This is another file. If you want to have any connectivity between these two files, you can do that. Okay, you want to do anything between these two files, you can do that. You can have a connectivity between these two files, which is possible in the model view. There is an indication of that. So that's why we are doing that. So this is your sheet one, and this is your American bank view. New. Okay, this is the tables. Okay, this is your model view. What we are doing, and DXA. So you can you are already have evaluated American bank view. For example, if you want to go for sheet one, you can go for this one. You can have. Okay, so like this you can write anything. The table view is nothing but you can see what are the sheets available. You can see in terms of rows and columns format in the table view, in the table format. This we have highlighted on the right side in the data panel. Right side we are having the data panel. We are clicking on sheet 1. Then you click on sheet 1, then you are getting this data which has been loaded. If you click on American Bank view, you are getting that loaded information. Okay, those all things, right? How to get the data. In the first case, we have seen in terms of CSV file. In the second case, we have seen in terms of Excel sheet. Now we are going to see in terms of a web browser based. Okay, I want to show in terms of web browser based operation which has been there here. So I will try to show that now. We have seen in terms of these files what are available. Now we are going to see in terms of web browser based. So in the same get data only, we'll click on the option which is called as web. So importing the data from web page. So when you click on web, we'll get an option here asking for the URL. Let's see what happens. If you click on the by I have given some URL of this one. If you click on this, it will go to that website, start analyzing the web page what is available. Okay, we got over. Okay, I have given this website a link there. So when I have given the website link there, automatically it has grabbed the data. Okay, it is getting directly the information what is available. Fine. So that's way when you click that, automatically it has taken the data what is available. So we are getting the data in terms of web page. So like this, we are getting the data. So if you want to take any information from the website, you can take that information, but that website should consist of a table format information also. You can take the data in terms of table format. The data should be available in the web page. Then only you can take that web page for your uploading data. Otherwise, you can't take that. Don't worry. Okay. So you can take the data in terms of web page in this format, and you can click on transform data. For example, if you click on transform data, you'll get once again the information what is available. So you can do the necessary changes if you want to do. Okay, you have taken the data now. So on the left side, you are it is a Power Query window. You have got American Bank view. You got sheet one. You are getting this data from the web page what you have taken. So if you want to, if you have done any changes, or if you want to do any changes, you can do only in the Power Query window. After doing that, you have to click on this and close and apply. If you click on this close and apply, you'll be getting that one to the other side. You can see here you have the data which you have uploaded, which you have got from the website, from the web page. Okay, if you click on this one, it will show you. Once again, it is highlighting this. You click on this link ID, you'll be getting this table. So it is the table is consisting of huge data. No, you can see very clearly it is consisting of huge rows, and so many columns are available. So like this, we have brought the data from different things. So you can see the model view. You can see that we have brought the data of link. So the model view is nothing but it makes you to have combination of all the data what is available, right? So all these things are being shown, right? So this is the web portal data how you want to update in your Power BI. So Power Query Editor, don't forget, where each and everything we are giving you a detailed explanation with a slowly. We are not going very fast as per my intention. Okay, we are trying to give the information properly to you, so that's why we are bringing that everything very clearly. So till now we have discussed about importing the data in terms of CSV files, in terms of Excel files, in terms of web pages. All the data has been brought. Okay, so that is the thing, right? So next, we are going to have about your information that we want to upload from the folder. We want to upload the data from the folders. How it is possible to upload? Okay, so now we are going to do this by using a function. So I'm clicking on the get data only. I'm clicking on the function of a button which is called as folder. Okay, click on the function folder and click on connect. When you click on the function folder and connect, it will show you the screen like this, asking the path of the folder. When you click on the path of the folder, click on browse. You click on that and you can go there by clicking on the options of this one. Okay, to go you have to go to a particular location where you want to go, don't forget that. Okay, so click on that and yeah, I'm clicking on here, this is the location, and I want to go to this location of regions which I want to highlight. Okay, after clicking that regions, click on OK. So because I want to go to that location, and click on this one, and you click the option after getting the exact part what you want to take. You after taking the click on OK. After clicking on OK, you can see that it is having the data what you have. You want to combine, you can combine, or if you want to have the data in terms of anything, that is the combine files, you can click on combine files. Okay, or if you want to have in terms of Power Query, or you can have. So before having that, I want to combine all the files which are available in that folder. In the folder I'm having totally 4 files are there, 4 Excel files are there. So I want to combine them. If I click on combine them, it will ask you a question whether I want to combine and go to transform data, or whether can combine and go for load. So my intention is that click on combine and go for transform data. Right, so it is doing the combine option and clicking on the actual data. When you select that, it will show you all the things what are available. Okay, so when you click on this one, it has been showing that everything what are the things that are available, and click on OK. For example, if you click on OK, what happens is that you are going to get this or transform data here in terms of Power Query window, Power Query Editor window. So you'll be getting a transform data in terms of Power Query Editor window, which is possible to do the operation whatever you want to do. see that, right? This is a Power Query editor window you'll be having here. So you have been having so many things here. So which has been consisting of merged files. All these are available, the regions and everything. So that is being shown very clearly here, which is consisting of the Power Query window, right? So if you want to do any changes, you can do. For example, if you want to have the data, so here you can see you are having the data in terms of the rows and columns. Okay, which is being shown here. So if you want them, you can take, or if you want to have anything changes, you can do that, right? So it is consisting of 39 columns and 217 rows. Okay, so totally it is consisting of totally 39 columns are available and 217 rows are available. That is the Power Query editor. It is showing that the Power Query editor is showing that we are having 39 columns and 217 rows are available. So that is the thing. Okay. So if you want to have anything in terms of changes, you can do. So these changes are nothing but, for example, now in the Power Query editor only you can do the changes. So this is the formula which is available. You can see very clearly, which I am showing here. Okay. This is a formula which is available, which I am showing here. This is a type. For example, if you click on this one, right, it is consisting of all types of country information which has been there. For example, it is being shown in terms of the columns which are being there, right, which you are being showing here. For example, if you want to sort by ascending or descending, you can sort that. Okay, if you want to deselect, you are having so many things. So what is the select all or null and everything? For example, if you want to delete anything, you can delete them only for this particular row, sorry, for this particular column you can delete that. For example, if you want to delete this, you can see here you are having a specific number called as null. So what this indicates is that if there is no value in that particular region, it is being shown with a value which is called as null. Okay, it is being shown with a function called as null, right? If there are no values or any information available, no availability of data, then it has been filled with null. That is the thing what happens here. Or if it is been having in terms of anything in the same way, it is being shown with null. In the same way, for another column, if you see you are having a specific no value, then it is being shown with null. So like this, it is being shown with null values, null information in all the columns what are available, right? So that is the thing. So these columns which are being having null or anything, you can do anything of those changes, whatever the things you want to do. So if you want to have any removing of the data, that is removing of top rows or removing of bottom rows or removing of alternative rows or removing of duplicates or anything, that is if you have repetition of data, if you want to remove them, all these things are possible. So all these changes have to be done only in this Power Query editor only. You can do only in this one only. Other than this, you can't do in anywhere else, right? So that is the thing. Okay. So these changes and the changes of removing columns or rows or anything, whatever the things you want to do, all these things will be done in this Power Query editor, which we are going to start in the next class. The next class is most important about the information, how we have to do the changes, and what are the changes we are doing, why we are doing those changes. Okay, na? మనం ఎందుకు చేయాలి, ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాము, those all things. What are the changes we are going to do? All those changes we are going to see, and why we are doing those changes also we are going to see. And after doing the changes, how we are going to have the table of this data, and how we are going to start doing the visualization. All these things we are going to study in the next class. Okay, we'll stop here for today.